Hello, welcome back. It's camshaft time. Now I'm just going to flip you around and show you what I'm up to. Okay, so we've got our cams in. We do need to time them up. So I'll show you where the timing marks are. And we'll get this show on the road. Okay, that's our end of our crankshaft. There's our timing mark. There's our timing mark on the boss of the engine casing. Okay, so that mark 1 and 4 has to be in line with that there. Now, should you have to rotate this to get that mark correct, you must make sure that the cam chain is kept taut. If the cam chain at any point becomes slack along its rung, there is a danger of it trapping and damaging the chain, the shafts, the crankshaft, or any of the casings or anything. So you've got to be really, really careful to make sure that that chain doesn't get any slack in it. You can pop a screwdriver into the cam chain tensioner hole and push on it to keep the chain taut while you're rotating it gently. You must make sure that chain stays taut. Okay. Now we'll move on to the top of the engine. We've got our lower mark correct. Now our upper mark is there. This is the exhaust camshaft. As you remember, when we disassembled it, each camshaft is marked. So one's marked in, one's marked exhaust, so you can't get them the wrong way around. That's the exhaust mark there. That should be flush with this surface. Then you've got to count 34 pins back. So when you've counted 34 pins, that's your 34th pin. That's the other mark highlighted in white. Them camshafts are now in timing. Okay, that's the front mark for EX. And that's the same mark on the rear one for IN. Well, X is exhaust and IN is inlet. There you have it. So the first thing we need to do is oil. We like oil, lots of oil. When we're putting it together, you don't want a dry start. So let's put some oil on the cams. We have our small pegs in there. Next thing we need to do is put our O-rings in. First thing, our O-rings. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my gloves off when I do that. Just make sure them O-rings are sat right, otherwise when you put the camshaft retainer in, it'll trap it and it won't seat properly. So you must make sure these O-rings are in correctly. Like that. And we have a bigger O-ring on there. There we go. We'll put the dowels in. Okay, just to reinforce what we said before about O-rings, I always put new O-rings on. I do have the old O-rings, I saved everything, but what I found when I took the old O-rings off, they weren't round anymore, they were square in section. So if I'd have replaced them, I would have found I was getting oil leakage, so oil weeping. So yeah, put new O-rings on, don't ever put the old ones back. Okay, so we've checked our timing marks, we've checked our timing marks on there. I've temporarily fitted the cam chain tensioner to make sure everything's fine. Next thing we need to do is give the engine a couple of rotations with the spanner on the end of the crankshaft, just to make sure that nothing is amiss. Okay, so we take our spanner and we give it a couple of rotations. Right, and I suppose the best thing of all is there was no crunching, no grinding, there was no hitting and no metallic noises, no bits have fallen off, so I think we've got that right. Okay, let's get those bolts torqued up, and then that's the top of the engine done. There we go, that's our bolts torqued up. That's it, job done. Pop the dowels in the top, fit the top case. That is our engine assembled, as far as I need to go now anyway. What I might do actually, just quickly, I might just go around it and oil it all up before I put the top case on. And we've also got to obviously put a gasket on this cam chain tensioner and torque that up. Okay, so there you have it. That is our engine as complete as it needs to be for the time being. Obviously there's other bits and pieces to go on. We've got a clutch to fit, we've got the pulsar coils, starter motor, lots of bits and pieces. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this into a situation where the oil pump is fully primed, the oil system is full of oil. We've got our main bearings there that you can see just behind there. Them are the main bearing shells you saw me fit. I'm going to make sure the oil's coming out of there, make sure there's pressure in there, make sure there's no air in the system, make sure that the oil filter's full, make sure that we've got oil in all this pipe work going all the way up to the top. So yeah, we're where we want to be. Next time you visit the workshop, we're hoping to show you how to put this in the frame. I'm hoping to do it the easy way. Here's hoping. And also, yeah, thank you to you all. Hello Internet. Just like to say a massive thank you to everybody that's watched the videos. I've reached 50 subscribers. Big thank you to all of you who've watched. Big thank you to all of you who've taken the time to watch my videos. And the odd comment here and there, the odd thumbs up. Thank you all very much. It all helps the channel to grow. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm hoping to get that frame and this engine, make them one. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers.